Hey, what's going on, guys? Zach Spear here, coming to you with MLM Rebels, and today I want to talk to you guys about something that I've had to do a lot of times, and that's paying the stupid tax. And I want to help you avoid paying that stupid tax. Okay, so when I was first getting into online marketing and making my first set of funnels, okay, I'd already learned a little bit. I'd already done some okay things with Facebook advertising, but I never really built my own funnels that had done super well yet. Okay, so I read a book, and it was a really, really good book. It was by Russell Brunson. It was .com Secrets, and he gave the concept of a value ladder. And he said, basically, like, you structure out your whole business so that you constantly ascend customers up through your value ladder, and that is whenever people want to pay more money for higher levels of service, you have those things in place. Okay, so I read this whole thing, and I read the book, and I rifled through it, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. I need a value ladder. Like, I don't have one. All I've got is like my service, but I don't really have like a whole stack of services. So what do I do here? Well, logic would tell me to start at the beginning of the value ladder. Start at the beginning and just keep making the steps until you have a complete one, right? So that's what I started to do. And I built my very first funnel, okay? And actually, it wasn't my very first funnel. I took a funnel that I was working on for a while, and I tweaked it and changed it and made all these, little changes to it. And it took me about 7 months, okay? And I built my very first working funnel in 7 months, okay? And so that's what this was. It was a front-end free plus shipping funnel. And I built it, and I launched it, and it failed. And I launched it and failed, and I launched it and it failed. And I made tweaks and tweaks and tweaks and tweaks and tweaks and tweaks. And then finally, in January a couple of years ago, I hit the gas on it. I put some ads to it, and I only had $400 that I could spend in ads, and I spent $40 one day. Spent $40 one night, and I pressed go, and I woke up the next morning, and there was $97 in our Stripe account. And I was like, what? This freaking worked! And I went into the bathroom, and I literally hugged Ashley, and I basically started crying because, like, it worked. It was like the first real amount of money that I ever made online while I was legitimately sleeping. And so I was like, this is freaking insane. And so obviously I cranked it up, and that funnel did really, really good. It brought in a lot of money. But here's the thing: that funnel brought in a lot of money, but it also spent a lot of money. Meaning, if I made $20,000 through that funnel, I also spent like $19,000 in ads, because it was designed as a break-even funnel. Meaning, the whole purpose of that funnel was to get leads and not pay for them. It wasn't to make money. Here's the thing that I didn't realize. I didn't realize that it was a break-even funnel. I thought that funnel was supposed to make me a bunch of money. So when it was breaking even, I was, number one, I was angry, and number two, I didn't really realize that it was supposed to be that way. So I was like, holy crap, what's happening? Now, that's part number one. Part number two is you fast forward a little bit, and that funnel's doing great, and we built other funnels and things, and I ended up joining the coaching program with Russell Brunson. And it's not like the big top tier one. We couldn't get into that. It was full, but we got the one right below it, right? And the very first thing that we learned is, hey, if you're just starting out, which we weren't just starting out, but if you're just starting out, before you do anything, you need to make yourself a middle grade funnel, not a baby one and not a high ticket one. Build a middle one, because that middle one you can charge about $1,000 for that mid-grade product, and you'll only spend like $300 to $400 getting a customer. So you're going to make a ton of money really, really fast. And since it's not attached, I'm going to block the microphone. Since it's not attached to your time, you're going to not only make a lot of money, but you're going to make a lot of money really, really fast. So you want to start in the middle, not start at the beginning. Once you have the middle set up, then you go to the beginning and you build the beginning funnel so that you can get more leads into that middle funnel for free. And I was like, oh my God, I should have thought of that. So what's the point? The point is, I wasted 7 months building that initial funnel, and then the year that I ran that funnel with nothing else behind it, I wasted almost a year and a half working on something that was never intended to be worked on. It was never supposed to be there, right? I was supposed to be working on something else, but I was working on this because I didn't understand. I was paying the stupid tax for a year and a half. Now, have we recovered? Is it okay? Yeah, everything's fine, right? And that funnel is actually really, really helpful for our business. So it all worked out, and it's a helpful thing. But at the time, that was a really big, stupid tax to pay, because rather than making whatever it was, $5-6 grand a month through our agency at the time, we could have been making maybe $100 grand a month through a funnel that we had built had we had the mentorship. Here's the next part. That mentorship was available to us. We could have got that mentorship earlier on. I just didn't seek it out. You can get knowledge one of two ways: through mentorship or through the stupid tax. Period. Case closed. We've talked about it before, that you get new knowledge one of two ways: through new people or new information. Mentorship gives you both. So you either seek mentorship out. If you don't seek mentorship out, you're going to pay the stupid tax. I paid the stupid tax a lot. My guess is if you've survived this long in life, if you're watching this video and you're comprehending the words that I'm saying, you've lived long enough to pay the stupid tax multiple times. I think it's time that you and I both stop paying the stupid tax and proactively seek out mentorship so that we can move on without continuing to pay it. Sound good? All right, guys, this has been awesome. Again, this is Zach Spear, MLM Rebels. Hope you guys have a great day. Talk to you soon.